This playthrough is rated T for teen.
1番よりナンバー2。
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle for the PS3. Last time we started the Part 3 with Kintaro as we found out that we must fight Dio, a vampire from back in the old days who has taken over the body of his great-great-grandfather, Jonathan Joestar. And now we must use our stands with the help of our friends to take out Dio. Let's begin the little beginning intro. The Hanged Man, flitting between reflective surfaces, attacks repeatedly and with blinding speed. Realizing this, Eiffel predicts where Centerfold will go next, eventually finishing him off with a lethal skewering. After that, Whole Horse appears, unaware of his partner's death. Slowly, he realizes the situation he's in, having been put at a distinct disadvantage. Sounds like we're fighting him one more time. Okay. I don't know what that is.
200-300 向こうにあのクズ野郎の死体がある。見てくるか。こいつはかなわんぜ。俺一人じゃ完璧不利。
Looks like this guy's resorted to cowardly measures. Well, let's not get killed by him, shall we? Goodbye. So long, sucker. Alright. Ow. Wait, did his blast, like, go behind me? Like he shot it and it ricocheted back towards me? That's kind of funny. Or instant. I don't know. Ow. You are powerful, but I am better. Ow. Don't shoot me with your gun. That's cheap. Even though it should immediately kill me, but it won't. Let's finish this cowboy off and continue to fight Dio. Easy peasy, Gary Teasy. Lemon squeezy. I hereby sentence you to death. Let's get our rewards for that. Engage. Oh no, I did get an A secret. Now we can play as Whole Horse. Ain't beating them. We got the achievement for, or trophy for that. Might have to check out Whole Horse and see if he could actually be a good fighter or not, because overall he didn't give me too much of a challenge. Alright, let's go on to the next episode. We'll probably beat this part today in this episode, or not, in this run. Episode 7, Final Emerald Splash! Huh. Picking their way through a barrage of stand-wielding attackers, Jotaro and his friends finally make it to Dio's mansion. But faced with Dio's enigmatic stand, the world, the group is forced to retreat initially. In order to unravel the mystery of the world, Kakuin eventually leads the team on their first attack against Dio. How pretentious is that to call your thing the world? I mean, seriously, come on, man. And again, this guy's an egotistical vampire from like 1920s. Oh my god, what is that? Dio looks, for some reason, Dio looks goofier in this form than he did when he was a freaking vampire. Yeah, whatever. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no sense to it. Well, it's not like it's silly. It's just, and again, he's dressed for the times, right? Dio was dressed like an Austrian king or something like that, and then now he's dressed like a I don't know, a Romanov clown. I don't know. That's still a screwed up move. It's very Cthulhu-y or something like that, where his stand goes inside their body or something like that. I don't know, Dio doesn't sound too hard, but then again, like I said, we're not at the end of the game, so the enemies aren't supposed to be ridiculously hard. Oh no, now he's pulling out all the stuff. Okay, I need to get... No! You get around him. There we go. Oh, it missed him. Oh well. I was hoping it hit him so he'd stop smacking me. Maybe I need to activate my stand or something like that. That'll help me fight him. Or not. Seriously, huh? I mean, hey man, stop it. Stop beating me with the world. The planet Earth itself. Actually, that outfit that Kakuin wears kind of reminds me of like a school uniform from like a Japanese like school anime. Like Kubara from like Spirit Detective. Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah, it looks kind of like what Kubara or Yosuke would wear, actually. I got it, it's time. He can stop time itself. Well, that's a crazy ability. Alright. Sorry, excuse me. I think my throat's about to go out. Every time I do like these set of recordings, my throat starts going bad because I talk so much like hours at a time doing these recordings. Episode 8: Entry to a Frozen World. Happens when I run my D&D games where I'm talking for like a few hours with almost non-stop, and so my throat's almost gone by the end of the night. Kakuin's attack is perfection itself. But at the next moment, the world's fist plunges through his chest. On the edge of death, Kakuin realizes that Dio has the ability to stop time. He manages to relay this to Joseph before dying. Joseph gives the news to Jotaro, but soon he also falls to the world. His blood burning with rage and sadness for his fallen friends, Jotaro challenges Dio to battle. Now it's Jotaro versus Dio. Finally, the main character gets a couple. This chapter gets some fighting. Then again, I was the one who complains how main characters never get too much time in their stories, you know. Now it really depends on the anime or the show or whatever when I care about that. Like, I mean, it should make sense in an anime or show that has the name of the character in the title, like Naruto, but I kind of get tired of the character out pretty easily. I'm like, oh, can we learn about someone else? Come on. Although usually it's only animes that have like a ton of side characters, like, you know, ones that have like 100+ side characters that we know. You're stealing my energy. Stop it. Stupid vampire. At least you don't sparkle. I'll never let that go. Sparkling vampires. Ugh. Oh yeah, right. Power to stop time. Well, that makes sense. You could have done more to me. You know that, right? That's good. Yeah. I can't even block when I get up. Stop it. There we go. But yeah, really the only time I really have a problem with the main character taking up too much time is when the anime itself is just clearly distinguished that there's like 100+ characters that they've created in the show that are supposed to be reoccurring, yet they never have a reoccur except for like once or twice, and they usually don't do anything because it's like only the main character can do this. I'm like, you've been shown in the show to have your own powers and abilities. Why are you not doing something, you know? Why are you giving the main character more of a show when he's already taken up most of the show to begin with? Now, if there's a show and the main character only has like a handful of NPCs that are commonly, you know, part of the story, but it's only a handful, you know, like less than a dozen, then yeah, it's fine. I don't know why I'm doing all this during an epic fight with a vampire who has the ability to stop time itself. You know, that's just me. Really gotta find out some better combos or something like that, because Dio keeps getting me in combo racks. Ow. Ah, come on. Well, that sucks. Hopefully the AI isn't turned up to extreme, otherwise I'd be a lot more afraid. Although he did hurt me quite a bit. I'll admit. No! Lucky me. I was about to lose that. Too bad, Dio. You've been JoJo'd. I don't know. I have no mercy at all for you. Oh, sorry. Sometimes Japanese either have like one saying or they have all too much saying for like a single line of dialogue in English. No one's fault there, just it's kind of interesting when you think about it. Alright, let's unlock the next episode. Who more could we fight other than Dio? I mean, he's like the ultimate villain, right? Game series? Oh, apparently not. Let's keep going. Episode 9, The Backstab Strike. Successfully managing to stop time, Jotaro he learns to stop time too? I guess that'd be the only way to be able to fight him. Anyway, successfully managing to stop time, Jotaro uses his 2 seconds of leeway as disposable to land a punishing blow on Dio. However, the burden of learning this new skill is too much for Jotaro, who soon finds himself unable to move any longer. The cunning Dio uses his time stop skill to throw dozens of daggers at Jotaro, dealing severe damage. Jotaro tries to play dead, but Dio attempts to behead him just to make sure. Eiffel, seeing a chance to strike, flies in and catches Dio by surprise. Now we're playing as Eiffel, I guess. Well, this back attack doesn't work anymore now that he's in front of him, right? But, yeah, I thought most of the secrets are supposed to be from attacking first. Ow. But I don't know what I was saying. I was thinking of something to say, like a specific term or something like that, but then it just like bounced out of my head. It's just like, nope, you're not saying that today. Thank you very much. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I've noticed like I don't think he has like any special like super attack. It's just his like a counter goes down after a period of time when you activate the ability. I don't know how. I can get to him while Dio summoned it or right before. You could shoot your rapier out like a gun? What? Yeah, why not, right? Well, that was fancy. Jean-Pierre, the French fighter. You know, the interesting thing about a anime that has like different characters from different places in the world, it's kind of interesting looking at those because it kind of gives you an idea of how like maybe some Japanese view other cultures without being. And I don't know if they're trying to be disrespectful in any sorts. I doubt it. It's probably more for being just like fun or whatever. But it's always interesting to see like how they look at other cultures, like how they see Americans or Europeans or French or whatever. Like, do they respect him or do they? You know, what the? Ah, come on! Nah, I didn't even know I did activate that by accident. Oh well. Luckily, Dio isn't reaping the benefits of that. Or not. But anyway, yeah, it's an interesting case study on what tropes or what what's the word? What stereotypes they use in those characters without being disrespectful. Yeah. Another good case of an anime that like uses a look at interesting stereotypes is a Gundam Fighter. I think it was called Gundam Fighter anyway, where they had, you know, like the American Gundam was a back to hell with you, Dio. Back to hell with you, Dio. Yarr! Alright. Like in G Gundam, the American Gundam is a boxer, gunslinger, ladies' man. I mean, what more stereotypical can you get? And I'm fine with that personally. As an American, I find that funny, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, let's, as a reward for complete secret mission number 1, we get a new model. Silver Chariot Publicity artwork. Nice. So one benefit to getting the secrets is you might unlock artwork and stuff like that, so definitely something to consider. Anyway, apparently Jean could beat Dio, so on to the next episode. Man. Final episode. Sorry. Final episode. Farewell, my friends. Sorry I'm yawning so much. I'm trying to fix my old weird sleep schedule. I'm trying to actually stay up during the day for once. Eiffel's surprise attack seems to be successful, but Dio uses the world to stop time and block the strike. However, the seemingly dead Jotaro uses Star Platinum to successfully blow Dio's head apart. Yet Dio clings to life, absorbing Joseph's blood to revive himself into an even more powerful form. Driven into a blinding rage, Jotaro makes his way towards Dio. The battle between the two has reached the final round at last. Final battle: Jotaro versus Dio in the body of his great-great-grandfather Jonathan and using the blood of his grandfather Joseph. Yeah, that sounds more strange than stranger. Nah, whatever. It's strange. What a anime is weird. Anyway, yeah, I didn't even look at the what's the word? The qualifications for like this the battle. Like, what do I have to watch out for? But never mind. Oh, that was working for a bit. Ow, no. He grabbed me. And again he grabs me. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay. I just like doing that move. It's just, I don't know, there's just something fun about doing that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm supposed to be talking and I'm like not even doing that, you know. I just get caught up in the action that, which it might be harder later on because oh good, I dodged it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. The problem with playing games like these, especially when they start getting harder and harder, is I have to start focusing more and more on it. So trying to like have a conversation while I'm trying to win without having to redo it multiple times, kind of a pain in the butt when you think about it. I mean, why do you think a lot of people like complain when people suck at a game while they're commenting on it, when they realize that it's hard to talk and do this at the same time? It's why you're not supposed to talk on your phone and drive a car. It's hard to do. It really is. That's why I don't do that. People actually will get mad at me when I tell them I won't, like if I don't call them or something like that. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I was driving. It's like, I'm gonna hands-free it or something. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Hands-free is just as bad. They've actually done tests on that where a hands-free driver will screw up just as much as a guy who's like on their phone talking, like, you know, next to their ear and stuff like that. When it comes down to it, I have to use a cheat move to win. And we do it! Yay! But yeah, so hands-free, yeah, it's hard to do something while talking because your brain's in like two different places at once. There's only one reason you lost, Dio. He's still talking! What the but? There's only one reason you lost, Dio. A simple one. You pissed me off. Ah, typical tough guy attitude. We've unlocked another battle version of all those, which we'll do in another day. got audio and new stuff, and now we can play new Dio in modern Dio or 1989 Dio in this game. Ura! Gira! Wa! God, that guy was screeching. Impossible! The great Dio can never be! When the sun comes up, you'll be dust. Isn't it kind of messed up that Dio basically gets defeated twice in his life? Once by this guy's, like, one he might have considered like a brother and friend at a time, and then Dio betrayed him for power, but he got just beat twice by the same family members. Now he knows how Dracula feels. You know why you lost, Dio? You made one mistake. Just one mistake. You pissed me off. Oh, sorry. You pissed me off.
100年にわたって生き続けてきた悪の帝王ディオはついに滅びた。
Dio, the 100-year-old emperor of all evil, was finally dead.
その肉体は朝日にさらされ、塵と化して消滅した。
Exposed to the morning sun, his body turns into dust and disappears.
ジョータロウとジョセフは心の中で激闘の最中に倒れていった仲間たち。
In his heart, Jotaro claims his victory to all his fallen comrades.
アブドゥル、イギー、歌教員に戦いが終わったことを報告するのだった。
Wait, there was a character in his group called Iggy? Like, as in Iggy Azalea, maybe? No, I think that's actually supposed to be a name for another person with the same name. Anyway, and now Abdal, Iggy, Kakuin could rest assured in the knowledge that the battle was over.
その後、エジプトの空港にはジョータロウ、ジョセフ、ポルナレフたちの姿があった。
Later, Jotaro, Joseph, and Eiffel arrived at an airport in Egypt.
辛いことがたくさんあったが、皆がいたから楽しかった。この言葉が旅のすべてを表していた。
It was a hard journey, but the newly formed bonds between them make it all worthwhile.
彼らは肩を組み、互いに別れの言葉を言い合う。
Arms around each other, they say their farewells.
それじゃあな、しみったれたじいさん、長生きしろよ。
Adieu, old man. Live long and to ring God.
そしてそのケチな孫よ。俺のこと忘れるなよ。
And you, you're just as stingy as your granddad. Don't you forget about me.
また会おう。わしのことが嫌いじゃなけりゃな。まぬけずら。
I hope we meet again, assuming you don't hate me by now, you son of a gun.
忘れたくてもそんなキャラクターしてねえぞ。てめえはよ。
Couldn't forget a nut like you. Apparently there's more. Couldn't forget a nut like you even if I tried. Take care of yourself.
そしてポルナレフは祖国フランスへ。ジョータロウとジョセフはホリーが待つ家へ。
With that, Eiffel returned to his native France, while Jotaro and Joseph went back to patiently waiting Holly.
今、帰還の旅が始まる。
Now the long road home begins. Part 3 completed! We beat the Jotaro storyline. We unlocked the 2D artwork, and we got the trophy for it. Excellent. Man, that loading screen at the bottom where that face is getting peeled off and it's like a creepy, like, screeching mouth or whatever it is. I mean, eek. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Looks like there's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? I thought there was 8 parts for some reason. Unless there's like you play all of them and you unlock the final part or whatever. Anyway, so we got 4 more parts left to go. So in the next episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we'll start part 4. Diamond is unbreakable. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.